What's up, guys? Marco Flores here with Nerd in the Bay. I am back, and I'm checking out a cute couple things. First is this new recording feature on Google Play Games. I recently updated my phone, and I'm pretty excited because now you don't have to see a camera looking at the phone. Now you can just see full gameplay, and hopefully in a good definition. And I'm also checking out a game called Legend of Heropolis by Kairosoft. So right here, you're just seeing me just taking a look at some things before I get ready to get into some battles. So me, I'm on the top left. You have your suits that you get to equip, kind of like the Power Rangers. Basically, this is basically what this kind of game is you're like the Power Rangers. So you get to equip different kind of suits, and I'm checking, you know, each prerequisite of how you need to level. So you need things like onions, you need things like fish, vegetables, stuff like that. Then you get to make them, more powerful as to give them, more better stats and abilities. So right now I'm equipped with the Black Titan, which I am on the top left. And then you can see these other functions, but we'll get into it a little bit later. So now we're gonna just run into a battle, and I cleared like the first stage. So now I'm on the second stage. My team name is Millions of Dollars. Shout outs to the primetime players. But yeah, so I'm equipping my default suit that I got in the beginning, which is basically like the Blue Ranger power suit, like it's like the level 1 power suit. But yeah, you're here. You're seeing what stages, you can get into, and then the enemies you're gonna be getting into with the boss. So we're gonna get started. I have me, my wife's in there, and then you get to have buddies that either visit your town or that they used you in their game, and you get to equip them or enlist them into your town, so you can better get into, so they can be in your team, and then you have a more powerful team. But you need to consider you have a like certain number of team points, and if they go over that, then you can't have them equipped. So right now we're getting into the battle. As you can see on the lower right, your bottom right, it says attack power. That's what you use to attack your enemies. And in the circle, like ATB style, you start out with like a full blue circle. So that means you're able to attack twice. When it gets to green, you can only attack once. And when it gets to red, you can't do anything. So you're basically loading up your attacks. You're waiting for your attacks to be ready. So a lot of the times, with depending on the suit, you can attack twice. But with the Black Titan that I was wearing before in the beginning of the clip, I can only attack once on a full blue circle. So now we're just going through, the stage right now. I'm trying to clear out the stage. And as you notice, we have certain color, suits while we're fighting certain color enemies. There is an elemental system that in place where, like, the red suit or fire will probably beat out the green, which is the forest, and then like the blue suit or water will probably beat out the red suit or fire, and so on. So now, yeah, you're picking out whatever kind of enemies you're trying to clear, and then every time you beat those enemies, more and more of the stage will clear out and show more of the stage. So it also it's pretty difficult once you get to the second stage of the game, because the enemies are hitting harder. And as you can see on next to attack power, there's something called unity attack. Every time you attack your enemy, you get like some points that adds up to the unity attack. Uh, think of it as like the weapons super in like Power Rangers, where they equip all their weapons, they put it all together and they make like a mega blaster type thing. So that's what you're getting from the unity attack. I'm still in the beginning of the game, so I've yet to see what else you're able to do. But as we continue to play this game, I'm pretty sure they're gonna unlock more stuff that you're able to do. But it is a Kairosoft game, so you will be micromanaging at some point. At some point, I mean, I already feel like I am anyway, with all these functions in the game, like buying stock into, unlocking more like items or abilities, leveling your suits. You'll be getting a lot of suits, just to have, the nicer looking suits and the stronger looking ones. You're able to equip actually the enemies that you're fighting. Like this guy, the green guy with the gun, you're able to equip that suit as soon as you get like friendship points that you get at the end of each level, which is interesting. Basically, you use the enemy suits to unlock like level barriers, which there are like every I want to say 10 I want to say 5 or 10 levels. Excuse me. But yeah, you use the enemy suits to unlock those barriers. So your suit that you're equipped can get stronger through leveling. And again, that's what I said. That you need for like for level like stat increase or abilities increase. You need like things that you're crafting like from like your farm or your fish pond. Like your fish or your tomatoes or your onions. Sometimes it's and like there's a minefield, like a mining cave. I'm sorry. Uh, you know, so items like you're gathering in your town. So there's a lot to get, like a lot to think about, because you're also able to level your houses, and I don't even know what's that about. But it does. But so far I've seen that it does up your appeal in your town, and then that has something to do with like maybe people stronger like allies, maybe to that would like to you know uh, move into your town or whatnot. But um, again, still very in the beginning of the game, so I have no idea how that works. So right now I'm just beating enemies up. I'm basically like level grinding in a sense, since you're always gonna need your your items like like your tomatoes and whatnot. Um, you're always going you're repeating stages uh, or levels just so you can get the items that you need to level up. So now we are here at the end of every level. There's going to be a boss after you unlock the entire stage. You can either go straight directly to the boss, or you can clear out the level of all the enemies, and then clear out the stage that way. But then you waste more time. I don't know if you notice on the top left, there's you have a time limit. So you want to get rid of the minor enemies like as fast as possible. You want to make sure that you're leveled up as much as possible, overpowered as much as you can, just so you can get through these stages fast and quick and get the rewards afterwards. Because if you say you don't make it in time, like you run you run the clock out, then you have to continue, and then continues are based on your premium currency that you get from the achievements, which is like gold coins. And yeah, you can. The gold coins are going to be either used through your continues, or you're going to buy suits and megabots, or like the Zords from Power Rangers. There are megabots when like certain bosses do this thing where like you ever watch Power Rangers, they get to grow large, and you're going to be fighting a large enemy. So your megabot will jump in and do its own thing, but while you're controlling your heroes. And I don't know if you noticed on the right side, all the characters are highlighted, not flashing highlighted, but like like they have their max like uh, super move or something. Each suit, I want to say, has like a specific move that they can do. Here's the Unity attack, as I was saying. Hits all the enemies, and then you can also make your Unity attack stronger by leveling, and hopefully we can see some of that in a bit. But yeah, right now I'm just doing my special attacks just so we can do some damage, get rid of those minor enemies, and just focus on the main one. And then this boss seems to be a water-based enemy. So yeah, the fire guy, or the red Power Ranger person, got knocked out pretty quickly because water is stronger than fire in this game. So you either want to consider having all blue suits, or you want to have like what's the equivalent of what's the stronger affinity for like water enemies, which is probably lightning, the yellow suit. Because you know when they do the super move, they do a lot of damage, and if they don't, and if you have like an all blue team, the damage is pretty minimal because their affinity is strong for it. But I mean, as long as you're overpowered or over leveled, then you should be fine. Again, you got to worry about the time. And it looks like yeah, we pretty much got it. As soon as you see the chest come out of the boss, then you're pretty much done. At that point, like later in the game or in the way ahead of the game, yeah, like I said, some enemies can get larger. So as you can see here, we leveled up. We upped our main, like not main stats, but like your energy, your team point limit. So we got like a balloon hoverer for a green suit guy. So we can use that suit to be able to unlock barriers. You get stage reward clear. You get items unlocked. Modify points. Modify points. A little bit different from the leveling. It's like mini leveling in a sense because it gets it's. I don't know if you ever played like Final Fantasy 11 and like limit break points or something like that. Once you get to level like the end cap, or where I was playing was like level 75. You kept grinding, but then like you're grinding your stats rather than the experience, which is it was an interesting concept, and I think that's what you're kind of doing with this in that sense. But yeah, now now you see that we need a red enemy suit to be able to unlock that barrier. You can have like multiple hero suits. I have one that's flying. I have yet to try out. The Black Titan was the one that that was given to me in the very beginning, which is cool. So now you're saying the modify points. Usually need 50 for the stats, 100 for the abilities, and then yeah, you can level your robot, your megabot. You can level the enemy suits. I don't know exactly what that does, but I mean maybe if it makes them stronger or makes you stronger in that sense, that'll work too. So now I need another blue suit, a blue enemy suit, just to unlock that barrier. So now we're gonna do the company takeover, which you're buying stock, and then you need like a certain number of stock in order to to own that company. So I usually what I'm doing usually is getting like the max stock that I can buy, and that price goes up as you continue to buy more stock. Um, but your rival company will try to like mess you up with the takeover skills. Here you can see. So I use a takeover skill for me, fundraiser up, and I up my funds much more. But the enemy like lowered my funds or lowered my budget, so I had to up the bank or go to the bank to up the funds. It gets a little confusing, but once you get used to it, you'll get the hang of it, and then you get to get your items and abilities. So as you can see, I won that takeover, and it gets a little bit more difficult as you progress through the game. So now I'm just taking a look at like my stage. You see like there's rocks that says rank 10 or rank 5. You can only take those out as soon as you're up at a certain level. So I'm rank 4 right now. So I have a few levels until I can get rid of that rank 5 or rank 10. Sorry. So now I'm just trying to build a home for a possible recruit for my team. But then you also need roads to connect it as well. So we're taking a look. I can recruit some friends that stop by, and then you can see here, who stopped by, who's like pretty strong. A lot of rank 1s, rank 2s. There's a rank 6 like red suit, but I have a red suit already, so I'm probably not gonna equip them until maybe later on. So you definitely have time to swap in and out and decide if you want to put them in your team or not. But yeah, this is pretty much Legends of Heropolis. Pretty cool game. But yeah, lots to do in a Kairosoft game, especially in this setting, that I didn't know that I needed to micromanage, because it's you're buying companies, you're fighting enemies, you're gathering items and minerals and and you're gathering meat products just for like your special abilities. Definitely a lot going on. But yeah. But that's Legends of Heropolis. Tell me what you guys think of this new video format. Subscribe to the channel as always. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/NerdInTheBay. And we'll see you guys next time for the next intro of the games. Thank you very much, guys. Peace.